Hello, Akash. Welcome to the live. Have you joined last time? I'm not sure. Would you mind reintroducing yourself once again, Akash? Okay, well, Akash, where are you from and what do you do for a living? Oh, hi, Ibrahim. Welcome. How are you doing? Oh, well, I asked you the same question. I'm doing good. I'll go first. I'm doing good. I'm doing excellent. What about you? How was your day at work? How was it? I'm doing good as usual, honestly. I'm always doing good. And Ibrahim, I just had to say something. Afternoon, you must have noticed, we are having a very good conversation about geopolitics, but unfortunately, my live abruptly it shut down. The thing was, Ibrahim, it's a hill station. It was raining very heavily since yesterday only. It was raining a lot, so there was very bad downpour. Alongside power cut bhi tha, power cut bhi tha actually, and मेरा भी मेरा UPS alongside जो भी power backup होता है वो भी drain out हो गया था completely. I miscalculated like the time a little bit, इट रेन आउट तो मेरा इंटरनेट सब गायब, वाईफाई वगैरह सब चला गया था। ऊपर से मोबाइल डेटा तो पॉइंटलेस ही है हिल स्टेशन में, क्योंकि यहाँ पे क्या है कि 5G तो अवेलेबल है, देयर इज अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ दैट, बट क्या ही बोल सकते हैं, यहाँ पे वेदर इतना खराब होता है तो इसलिए। या That's good to know that, Brian. You're good and productive. I worried throughout the late evening because मुझे क्या था, Brian. मैं सोच रही थी I'll leave a post, I'll leave it because इतना अच्छा कसम से I was enjoying the conversation so much in the afternoon. It was such bad timing, यार. And I left the post pretty late because like I couldn't even get like the Wi-Fi. The moment the power cut, like the power was back, I quickly left a post. Maybe it was glitching. The Wi-Fi was still like causing troubles. The whole day, like as usual, nothing much. मेरा तो रोज का ही है. Just today it was. I was so annoyed. I'm all good though. Don't worry, Brian. Doing all good. I panicked so much because my power backup full. Immediately I had saved it for the live only because I was like thinking like power backup है so I can easily manage the live. Turns out I had to like quit 20 minutes early. वो भी abruptly. Bye बोलने का भी chance नहीं मिला. It was so bad. And the main thing was like the power cut was so abrupt. Like literally, I was thinking like, okay, I'm going to quickly like I'll try to manage. Data was also like data was in a whole different world. It was not working. But thought I would mention, like post though I posted the thing, but I thought I would mention it upfront as well. Will be better with that. They do, Ibrahim, unfortunately, and it's very annoying. But it's okay. We do have bad days sometimes virtually in terms of power and stuff. Maybe today was not my day, so it's okay. Well, Ibrahim, actually, I was thinking, yeah, in the morning when I was asking about like the topics, I just realized I was about to ask you about like what movies, what do you like to watch mainly? My favorite is like The Pursuit of Happiness. So I'm trying to find movies in that genre, something where I can learn something in the movie, it's inspirational or it's good to watch. I don't know why. So I thought I'd ask you as well. God Must Be Crazy is one of the good, like best movies, I think. But I've not watched it completely. So, Michael, where are you from, and what do you do for a living? Axome, where are you from? What do you do for a living as well? On Netflix. Oh, that's good. I barely get time to like keep up with OTTs though mainly, but I don't know why recently I've been wanting to watch a good movie, Ibrahim. I don't know why. It's like basically something is there. Any recommendations you got? Do you think like is web series better or movies? I don't know. Web series can be very lengthy though यार. मेरे से तो देखा नहीं जाता है. Unfortunately, आदत चली गई. It's not like attention span वाला issue. It's mainly like you know. But there are very good releases though OTT में आजकल. Like नए नए अच्छे अच्छे web series भी निकले हैं, अच्छे movies भी have come out. But I don't know यार. Oh, okay. Well, Ibrahim, main reason मैं series को avoid करती हूँ because like Too many seasons to keep up with. When I think like, okay, I'm going to start with a series because I guess that will fit my routine. Too long, too many seasons. I can't keep up. Well, yeah, I mean drama. I guess that is also like a chai. It's very good. Movies where you fancy it. It's like we need the tea. We need it. Basically, we need to like see. I mean, like it's pretty nice. अच्छा तो है. I'm also someone who avoids like real life drama. Like I'm not a drama person, but movies, if something is going on, got popcorn in my hand, just staring at it at the screen. अब मुझे आपकी recommendations जानने हैं, Brian. You got any recommendations for your friends? Your good old friend here. I look like mustard, not gonna lie. It's like all yellow, yellow today. It's fine. I like yellow though. Uh, Hello, Harshan. Where are you from? And what do you do for a living? Hello, Imam. Welcome to the live. Where are you from? And what do you do for a living? Deepak, where are you from? And what do you do for a living? Honestly, Ibrahim, if I tell you the movies that I'm really, really nostalgic about and love is like Karate Kid. I also like Pursuit of Happiness, Night at the Museum. I don't know why. I got such like plain, vague choices. I'm so sorry, but like they're pretty cool. They're just, I'm very attached to them. James Stephen, where are you from? And what do you do for a living? Night at the Museum, Ibrahim was like, I loved it. But I do want to watch God Must Be Crazy. It's a pretty hearty movie. It's very good. A lot of people are saying I should. And I'm missing out on so much. Gosh, it's overwhelming. Hello Shiva, where are you from? And what do you do for a living? God Must Be Crazy. Mentioning that movie. I've not watched it. I've only seen like the clips of it. But I might watch it. I do wanna. The Last Airbender. Oh, gonna keep that noted. I gotta note it down. What is The Last Airbender about mainly? I've heard about that as well. Not to be like that person who's just like I mean, like, not to be that person, but like, I've only like, what do I say? I've only seen like the games, web games of The Last Airbender. I don't know if you're talking about the cartoon. I guess so. I've not seen like exactly the Netflix one. I've seen the cartoon adaptation, like the cartoon one. I've not seen the Netflix adaptation of it. I don't know how good it is, but apparently it's pretty solid. People are saying it's pretty good. I've watched like the cartoon ones, like Avatar, The Last Airbender, but I've just like watched the cartoon. That too, also I don't know that well. It's available on Netflix, right, Brian? Um, Shiva, where are you from exactly? Would you mind telling? Oh wait, yeah, actually, Brian, I'm so sorry. I was just looking online. It's there on Netflix. Looks pretty solid from like the trailer, and so I just looked at the images. Nothing much. Hello, Prashant. Welcome. Good evening. How are you doing? How was your day so far? Make sure to like the live, okay? Oh, wait, that's so cool, Ibrahim. That's low-key cool. I've never really considered like the explanation in a sense. Oh yeah, it looks pretty solid actually. Thanks, dude. Thanks for the recommendation. You got any recommendations, Ibrahim? I believe like that. I have a feeling that our tastes in movie and stuff it might somewhat correlate. So I'm going to ask annoying questions from your side. As usual, Prashant. As usual, as in good, or like was just okay, okay. I don't know. But how is your progress going on in terms of learning editing? Have you started? And Prashant, you can also join in. Actually, we're talking about movies in a sense, so you can talk with us. So many things have come out on OTTs, though. It's so cool. Ibrahim, my favorite thing is like not exactly watching anything, just looking through like the shows and everything. I like to look and I like to mentally map out what I want to watch, and then I don't follow along with it. I don't know why. Very annoying habit of mine, unfortunately. Yeah, correct. Correct guess, Prashant. I would say I'm doing excellent. How is like your editing stuff going? You can tell. Courtesy, where are you from and what do you do for a living? Actually, wait, Ibrahim, have you kept up with the Ice Age, like the Ice Age montage? Not montage. I think it's called a montage. Hold on. Considering my vocabulary choices, but like the Ice Age, like entire like movie sequel, yeah. I like the first one. I don't know why. I just like it. I watched so many pixel movies, pixel art movies. Watched too many of them, and I like them. I don't know why. SSD? How so? Is it because it was old or something? Abdul, where are you from, and what do you do for a living? How? Wait, that's sad. You gotta get a new one then, right? I believe. I'm so sorry, Prashant, but like I'm so sorry. I'm not laughing at you. Just censoring is making me laugh. Nothing much. Well, I'm hoping you might get like good ones on Flipkart or Amazon. They're good ones. Oh no. Oh, that is sad. Hopefully, like, was it brand new? It was most likely then. Well, hopefully, like, I mean, you can find a replacement or anything. That can be pretty annoying. Oh my gosh, dealing with equipments in general, anything like that. If this stuff happens, it's so annoying. I can get it. ये तो पापा वाली बात हो गई. Don't worry. At least पापा लोग ने at least पापा ने phone को तो blame नहीं किया at least. I don't know. I guess that's more of like a mommy thing, no? Whenever something goes wrong, they blame the phone पहले. और चलाओ mobile, they do that. It was too reliable, I know though. It's like not gonna lie, Brian, you can also relate, right? When like an equipment gets damaged or like something that you're using, like it just becomes unusable, it's like you lose a part of your soul. Or is it just me? I get very attached to like the things I'm using. I don't know why. I'm so sorry, Prashant. It just made me laugh. I'm so sorry about that. Well, I'm glad that the three of us, Prime, Prashant, and I, we found like a ground, at least a common ground. It's so devastating. Reliable equipments are like they're like a part of us, in a way. You know, like if I tell you guys, this is such a stupid thing, but literally, when there was a power cut today, like I had like power backup and everything, I was like turning my desktop on in intervals and I was not using it completely because I guess the power backup is for like it's for a particular amount of time. I'm so scared that basically if my power backup abruptly shuts off and the desktop shuts off abruptly, I'm so spooked that something is gonna happen to the motherboard. I don't know why. I become so technology conscious. I feel like a grandma sometimes, but it's okay. It's okay, you know. Prashant is still here. Oh, you're here. Never mind. I guess it depends on the thing. Also, I'm not sure. Abhishek, what do you do for a living? Welcome to the live. Guys, just hold on. I can't see the chat properly on my phone. Give me 2 minutes. There we go. It was like it was literally like I entire thing went blank. I can see it now. There we go. वो वो नॉर्मल है, डोंट वरी, ऐसा होता है. I don't know. I mean, मैं तो I'm not a tech savvy person, so I can't really give my 2 cents on it nor my advice. And Ibrahim is correct. Ibrahim is more certified to talk on these things than me. Unfortunately, I have pushed gadgets past their limit also at this point, which is not good actually. It is not good. They break too, and we humans break as well. That is sort of like poetic in a sense, but it does speak a lot of truth alongside. If you push something past its limit, it's not exactly going to end well. It's going to be disastrous or it's just going to give up. मैं तो अपने डेस्कटॉप के पीछे देखती ही नहीं हूँ. If I'm very confused, I I wait for my papa to be there, and then I tell my papa, "Ki please piche dekh lijiye." I don't know anything about it. I don't know much about these tech things, honestly. Because in a power backup, the thing is there, right? Ibrahim and Prashant, even setting this thing up, I didn't know much about it. Pehle pehle. So my father only, like, he helped me set everything up. Because I don't know much about these things. He knows more about it than me. Because he has been dealing with this stuff for decades. And I'm like nearly just 2 decades old. So we can say that. I'm just saying it very jokingly to just showcase that, like, I don't know anything about like the no, sorry, technical clarity. I can't speak. Technicality, technical stuff. There we go. Why was I stuttering so much? That's so weird. Prashant, didn't your laptop heat up though? Because I believe if you was it a new laptop or was it an old one? If it's an old one, I'm more surprised. Without turning it off, no system updates or anything, you don't check for that. I'm concerned. You're correct about that, Ibrahim. You are. Every time I always every day I look through the updates. Okay, I make sure there's updates. I always clean up the storage. I always transfer the extra files out. I try to keep it as empty as possible. And I mean, my desktop is like on throughout the day. Actually, I'm not going to lie, but still. Arush, where are you from, and what do you do for a living? I prefer you introduce yourself than typing the quotes in the chat. That is true, though, Ibrahim. Her cheese guys, everything needs like a certain time to process, to take a break, to clean up. Nothing much. So nonchalant about this, Prashant. You're very nonchalant. I can't. Moksh, I would suggest you first focus on your wording and its basic ethics to first introduce yourself and see where you're from, what do you do for a living, instead of coming onto the chat and asking what the person is. That is my worst fear, man. It's scary. Motherboard की binding मैं लूँ. Nonchalant? What explanation? I'm not good with explanations. I say nonchalant as in like the way you're talking, no panic, nothing. It's just very calm. But text can be interpreted in any way, right, Brian? What do you think? I'm very worried about my equipment, man. One time, nearly like today, if I nearly dropped my phone while I was using it, jeez, the heart attack I got for like a split second. I feel like my soul went out of my body and it came back. It's so scary. I'm usually like a very panicky person, so maybe that's why. That could be the problem. That is true. I mean, वो तो है. What to panic about, right? I mean, जो हो गया सो हो गया. I guess that is also good. Okay. Oh no, I guess. I mean, that is. It's fine then. Okay, well, what am I going to do on the opposite side? I'll side with you guys also. I'm with Prashant and Ibrahim on this one. No one's on the opposite side anymore. It's just us. Dude, it means so much, right? When you're using your phone and you're laying down, like it hits the nose. That's why I don't use my phone when I'm laying down. Actually, I don't use my phone before bedtime. Even if I sit on the table, put my forearms on the table, and I use it. Right, the phone corner when it hits. Jeez, what are phones made of nowadays? They are so like heavy for some reason, or maybe it's just like we are weaker. That could be. What do you think, Ibrahim? I know I'm asking your opinion. I remember like, but Nokias were tougher. Oh my gosh. Can we talk about Nokias? They were like, they could survive like an apocalypse. They were so well built, so durable also. Like, and I know the durability of a Nokia because when I was very little, I drenched my mother's Nokia in like a bucket of water and it was still working. Oh yes, I forgot. Prashant and Ibrahim, you guys can introduce yourselves. Well, okay, wait. Actually, I'll introduce you guys. That will be easier. So, Ibrahim, meet Prashant. Just give me a moment. Prashant is from Paragraj and he's a student, I believe so, right? Prashant, if I'm not wrong. It's been such a while that Prashant and I have been talking for such a long time that I've literally forgotten the introductions. And Prashant meet Ibrahim. He's from Hyderabad and he's an ERP consultant. Sudhanshu, where are you from and what do you do for a living? Hello, Varchaswa. Welcome to the live. Where are you from and what do you do for a living as well? A student, but like I don't know the specification, right, Prashant? That's why. I know you're a student, but like particularly to be specific. All right, that's good to know, Varchaswa. Well, I'm from Darjeeling and I'm a student of mass communication. After the 4 year course, I'll join as a journalist and news anchor with Times Now. Nice to meet you, Varchaswa. Would you mind telling me your name? And welcome to the live. Pleasure to meet you. Gurjeet, where are you from and what do you do for a living? Off script compass. Welcome to the live. Where are you from? What do you do for a living as well? What is your name? Hey, that's good. So the introduction was successful. Well, Prashant and Ibrahim, should we have like a convo going regarding something, I don't know, topics? Priyom, where are you from? Varchaswa, are you still here in the chat? that's nice to know, Varch, as well. Indeed, that's very good. Well, nice to meet you then, Varch, as well. Very nice. Make sure to like the live. And let me give you a small gist. Since you're new to the channel, you're new on this live, I like to mention that on here we have a wide range of topics to talk about. We talk about tech quite often, actually. We do. We talk about tech, we talk about geopolitics, world affairs, a lot of things. So I believe you might enjoy being a part of this hangout or this live session. And thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. And Virtuoso, I would suggest that please do have a look at the channel description. You'll be more familiar with my lives alongside everything that is in my niche, what the channel is about, and the aim of it alongside the topics. So I suggest you read through it, and also we can join in fact, after reading, and we can continue with the conversation. You're more than welcome to more than welcome to be a part of the hangout. Pleasure to meet you, by the way. Prashant and Ibrahim, are you guys here, by the way? And Gurjeet, I'm Indian, of course. And let me get one thing clear. If you join the live and you still can't introduce yourself, you can't tell me where you're from, what you do for a living, then I can't take you on board. I can't take you on board. It's as simple as that. Hey, that's interesting. So Virtuosa is already a part of the convo in a sense. Guys, anyone wants to talk about anything in tech? Ibrahim Virtuosa and Prashant. Since I've not had my quota of tech talk in at least a day, and it's been a while. Oh yes, of course. So yeah, actually, Virtuous One, let me give you a small gist. I'll try my best. So basically, the thing is, if you're confused about the agenda that we have on the live, what we usually do, well, lives serve as a gateway for me to practice my stamina, my speaking stamina, because I'll be heading towards news anchoring, and my specialization is journalism. So on here, we have a wide range of discussions on mainly tech, geopolitics, world affairs, alongside. We also go with lighter topics like childhood stories, movies, anecdotes about our lives, alongside songs, everything. With basically any topic where we can gain knowledge from, it is like mentioned here. We talk about it, it's a sort of hangout, and it's just students talking about how they study, their hobbies, those who work even from corporate, that is, they talk about their work, we talk about softwares, what's trending, tech trends, everything's mentioned. Virtual Swarm, honestly, it's also like it's a pleasure to meet you, and I believe like you will definitely enjoy talking in the lives, and you seem like a thorough gentleman, so I suggest that please do have a look at the channel description. It's mentioned there completely. So, and this live will go until basically 10:30, and I'll be having a 30-minute break for my dinner, and then it will continue till 12. So little hard to mention the timings, but It's a pretty decent online space, I believe. Everyone joins often, and usually people from corporate as well. They also join in, and we have a good discussion, a good banter as well once in a while. Hello, Ajay. Where are you from, and what do you do for a living? I don't know, man. Ibrahim, I was trying to mention a topic, but it slipped out of my mind. How can we talk about tech? What can we talk about in it? How about we take a futuristic route? I'm thinking. Have we talked about? We can talk about like quantum computing. I don't know much about quantum computing actually. I all I know is like it's going to continue to evolve a lot. We can talk about sustainable technology, metaverse. I don't know. Too many things. I'm trying to think of topics, but I'm not sure. VR, AR, augmented reality, virtual reality. Those are also pretty good. What do you think, Ibrahim? I need suggestions from you. I'm very bad with generating topics on my own. Prashant, you can also like chime in. You can also mention topics. Well, Ibrahim, come on. Let's do one thing. Let's start a discussion about AI. You say an opinion, you mention an opinion, and we'll carry it from there. How about that? Hello, Dolly. Welcome to the live. Where are you from? And what do you do for a living? Yeah, I don't know much about it either. That was a very stupid thing for me to mention, though, Ibrahim. Quantum computing is insane. So we'll just keep it at AI. AI as in anything's mentioned. Agentic AI, Gen AI, any sort of AI in any field, we can go ahead. Oh no, wait. Varchasva just mentioned something. Let me read. Hold on. Yes, I mean that is correct. There has been a lot of news regarding like Brian, you might have also heard about this. And the thing is like AI taking over the code bases, they tend to spread very quickly, but I don't know exactly. Is it exaggerative? I like to ask a virtuous one. Is it exaggerative or is it mainly the truth that is? They're pretty, I don't know exactly. They might be predictive engines, but that is correct. Okay, yes, I've heard about this. I'm trying to like curate the points. Hold on. Ibrahim, you can also talk with us. Though. But yeah, actually, I've seen like mainly Claude. Claude has been like monstrous at this point. The thing is like it might be because it's advancing pretty quickly. Claude has been coming up with insane models recently, insane ones. ChatGPT is lagging behind a little bit, but I feel like a lot of corporate like people, a lot of them prefer Claude. I feel like because apparently Claude's knowledge window is pretty good. Actually, Dolly, would you mind introducing yourself? Because if you can't introduce yourself, you can't be on board. Let me read through it. Hold on. Yes, I mean, like, hold on. Oh, I might be a little bad in terms of AI in finance. I might be a little like confused regarding this. You guys just carry on for a moment, okay? Tenzin, where are you from, and what do you do for a living? I guess that is mainly because I guess central banks as an RBI and stuff, they might be exploring like how AI could impact finance stability alongside financial stability. I'm so sorry, cybersecurity and like fraud detection, right? But I believe they are pretty cautious about this stuff. I mean, those are pretty common in like policy circles. I feel like. All right, that's interesting. Tenzin, would you mind introducing yourself? Where are you from, and what do you do for a living? Well, I don't know. I guess I might have a very different take on this too, Brime and Virch as well. Isn't it like basically aren't AI models like very very probabilistic in a sense? I don't know exactly if they can if they know the rules. I feel like they often predict like what is next based on training data. But the training data that they're operated or programmed on also matters a lot. But you guys know about this stuff more because you guys deal with it often. More of like a casual user in a sense. And I do have a thought as well, Ibrahim and Virtue as well. What do you guys think? If AI was to influence like central banking completely, would the bigger risk be takeover or would it be opacity? Because if algorithms are making lending or trading decisions faster than regulators and moderate, then I feel like that might be pretty disastrous, right? For like because I guess oversight becomes crucial at this point. I guess so. I mean, Ibrahim, all of it, like at the end of the day, it depends on the training data completely. The way you engineer the prompts and everything. I'm not that well informed on it. So, prompt sensitivity, plus, like, I feel like workflow context is there, right? Workflow context, human interpretation. But Varcheswa and Ibrahim, I'd like to ask, since you mentioned something about the unpredictability, do you look at it as a feature, like bringing new creative twists in the ideas, or do you think of it as a bug in a sense? Because it can make it harder to trust automation, right, in the workflow. What do you think? Could this be like? Does it depends on the? I mean, does it depend on the context of the work, what field it is in, or I don't know. I like to know like more about the point of view from your from your guys' perspective. Yeah, and my wording is not it's not helping me. You guys carry on for a bit. Please let me drink some water in the meantime. Yes, that's the nuance. I mean, that is the nuance at the end, virtuous one. That might have been like an emergent test in a way because I don't know. If a test case isn't written properly, then sometimes the system can behave pretty unpredictably in a way. I guess that's mainly for traditional software bugs, like how they arise in a sense. So I guess that's similar with AI in a way, but like I'm not that good with it, honestly. What do you think about complex integrations? Is it that? I'm not sure. Hello, Sargam, where are you from, and what do you do for a living? I feel like AI agents, though, they often like they sit in regarding complex integrations when we specify. It's like they sit in like very multi-layered sort of like workflows. So when the thing is one odd output can basically cascade through the pipeline, that is pretty normal. I feel like in a sense, it's not exactly exploitative, but I mean it depends. Well, Sargam, that's nice. What stream are you taking? And if I introduce myself, I'm from Darjeeling and I'm a student of mass communication. My first year begins in October itself. Basically, after the 4 year course, I joined as a journalist and a news anchor with Times Now. Sargam, what stream are you taking? Would you mind telling? Preparing for anything on the side? I mean, that is true. I mean, all of it is like subjective in a sense, Ibrahim. Yeah, subjective. Yeah, I got confused between objective and subjective at first. I'm so sorry. It is different for everyone too. We have to take context is a very big thing that we need to take into account. Thanks for correcting me though. I mean, like, isn't it at the end of the day? I feel like it's less. I mean, it's less about stopping like takeovers in a sense, and basically like more about catching like the blind spots, the weird spots before they hit the production. Hence, that's why there are closed meetings as well. They might be discussing the uprising technology, everything maybe. And Sargam, make sure to like the live, okay? In the meantime, what are your hobbies? What do you like to do? Hello, Kitty. Welcome. How are you doing? I'm so sorry, Kitty. By the way, let me just clarify. My live abruptly ended earlier today when you were there because basically it was raining very badly here, and the thing is that the power cut was there. There was a power cut, and my backup. It literally, it's just like the backup also drained out. So my Wi-Fi, everything was gone. The data basically does not even work here, so 5G is of no use because the weather was not good at all, so it was not working. So I couldn't even leave a post for you guys. And Kitty, you can join into the conversation. We're talking about AI at the moment. You can join in with us. That's pretty early for dinner, actually. It's nearly like 7:30 for you guys, right, Kitty? Here it's like nearly 10 p.m. And I guess virtuals. Why does? Are you still here with us? By the way, I mean I'm seeing you and talk with us about AI here in the chat itself. Though I guess the conversation ended pretty quickly. I'm so sorry, by the way, Brian, and all. Like I'm a little clueless about AI and finance. I can talk about it in a general sense, but oh, all right, virtuals. Well, that's nice. I thought you might have left. So yes, we're talking about artificial intelligence, mainly just like how they behave in workflows. Yeah, that is true. Let's talk about something else. That is true. Okay, yeah. We can move on virtuals. Well, of course, no problem. Well, Kitty can suggest a topic, or Prime, you can, or Virtuosa, you can as well. Unfortunately, my brain revolves around tech 24 by 7, so like I'm very bad with like topic generation in a sense. Because, yeah, that is true though. I try my best to find topics where everyone can chime in, be involved in a way. So, Kitty, Virtuosa, and Ibrahim, you guys can suggest topics or go ahead with something. Let me think. I mean, we can talk about geopolitics in a sense. That is also like usually, and basically, Virtuosa. Let me introduce you with Kitty. Basically, so Kitty, meet Virtuosa. This is he just joined the chat today itself. Virtuosa is from Bangalore, India, and is a software engineer. And Virtuosa, meet Kitty, who I just joined just now, who's talking about AI that can be used in robotics. This is Kitty, and she's from Moscow, and she works for a private organization. So here we go. That's a good introduction. Well, yeah, Ibrahim, if I tell you honestly, AI, like China is really ahead, way too ahead in terms of technology, very technologically advanced. They have their own apps, they got everything of their own. It will take a long time for India to reach that level. If I'm very honest, they're very far ahead in robotics. Actually, we can talk about sustainable technology. That is actually, Kitty, that can be involved in both in a way. What do you think about this virtuous one? Sustainable technology, that's good. AI is necessary for the necessity of the future. That is correct. Hello, Ira. Evening. How are you doing? Make sure to like the live, okay? How are you doing today? Mayank, where are you from? And what do you do for a living? Sarthak, where are you from? What do you do for a living as well? Oh yeah, coding languages. We can talk about this. Actually, Kitty, Python is pretty good. I suck at like languages though. I'm not that good with them. I don't think I'm going to consider myself good at it. I'm like mediocre, is like the most mediocre of mediocre in this stuff. So like I'm good with discussions in terms of execution and practical stuff. I'm not that good. Yes, yes, yes. You're correct about this. Wait, this is a good topic actually. Okay, no problem, Ira. It's fine. Good luck. Good luck with this. And actually, Kitty and Ibrahim and Virtuoso, we can talk about this. They're trying to reduce basically dollar domination because I feel like US sanctions, like basically US sanctions alongside trade tensions with China, they have accelerated BRICS push for alternatives mainly. The geopolitical drivers alongside economical autonomy. Because the thing is, like, their main aim is they want to trade by trading in local currencies. BRICS nations that are involved, they aim to reduce like the vulnerability to US monetary policy and also Federal Reserve interest rate decisions, a lot of things. Because I believe, if I'm not wrong, Katie, China and Russia they trade in in yuan and rubles, whereas Brazil and China they trade settlement in yuan alongside real. India is buying Russian oil in rupees, so that's how it's going. I guess I believe so. I mean, that would help in counterbalance, right? To counterbalance the dollar, I guess, for Cheswa. Virtuous, so you're correct though. I mean, BRICS does need an indigenous currency, like maybe BRICS coin or something similarly. But my opinion is China is a little like resistant towards this because China wants everything to be done in yuan that is. But come whatever it is, I feel like BRICS truly they will weaken the dollar. They will maybe 2 years, 3 years, they will weaken it. Of course, that is correct. Though I mean, they will gain high demand indeed, and it will. That is true. I'm so sorry. My brain went towards like the indigenous currency again. My brain was going towards it. But I have a feeling like if BRICS, this thing continues, that is, BRICS will surely make America, like the US dollar, that is, it would like, BRICS will surely make it lose its monopoly in energy markets, I feel like. It will weaken it a little bit at least. I feel like that might be the case. But once again, it's like too many things. That is true, though. Actually, Ibrahim, that is true because I feel like you made a strong point. The thing is, India is one of the fastest growing economies. Alongside, it is backed by a huge population as well, and it's already widespread. But there might be some challenges regarding convertibility. I'm not sure. I don't know because apparently, I don't know. I could be wrong about this, but rupee is not fully convertible on capital accounts, so it limits its use as a reserve currency, but I'm not sure. Energy pricing also. There might be the challenges, but there are good strengths of rupee as well. And the thing is, like the main strength of rupee is digital push because India's UPI and like digital payment ecosystem is like world leading. So you can easily makes a digital rupee easier to integrate into BRICS trade. That is a good way. That is true though. Yes, virtuous. Wow, you gotta give your opinion as well. We're waiting for you. Hello, Siri, Siri, what? where are you from, and what do you do for a living? I mean, there will be benefits if there's like an indigenous currency, though. I feel like it. That is true, Kitty. But say China's like resistance, a little bit reluctance, and them wanting to do everything in yuan, I'm not sure. India's government, that is true. India is very strategically placed in geopolitics. And actually, I'm grateful for that. That is quite brave in geopolitics, very good with our stance, and we are doing pretty well. What do you think, Ibrahim? And Varcheswa is correct. I mean, geopolitical rivalry. If I mention India and China often already clashes strategically because there is like border disputes, Indo-Pacific alliances. So it makes it harder for China to concede leadership to India in a way. Then there's yuan ambitions because they have been trying very hard. They want it to be a leading alternative to the dollar. So if accepting the rupee as an anchor, that would dilute that ambition, and they're very resistant towards that. Right, Virtues? Why? I feel like the only thing is like maybe basket currency if we just add everything alongside. Yes, actually. And Kitty, let me tell you, Operation Sindoor was honestly, it was very good. And the thing is that I've seen how much we have come far, and I'm glad that India is gaining its stance. India has become such that basically I'm all for Vision 2047. That's all I would like to say as well. That is also my main point. I'm a nationalist by heart, truly. It's okay, don't worry, Kitty. It's fine. It's all right. How about we have a debate on this versus Brian and Kitty? Actually, this is pretty interesting. Yes, after the Pahalgam attack, yes, you're correct about it. Ira, you are. Oh no, Ibrahim, it's okay then. Don't worry, we can join in anytime though, Ibrahim. In a bit, okay. As I want to wave goodbye to you at some point. And Kitty, let me tell you honestly, the thing is like S400 that was provided from Russia, that is, and it has done wonders actually. It has. And let me tell you, it was an indigenous sort of collaboration, and it's very good. The thing was, not a single damage was done to India, not a single one. Whereas if you look at Pakistan, there were a lot of their bases that is were struck. Very vulnerable parts were struck. Whereas India was almost unharmed. It is very, yeah, it's very powerful indeed. It has done wonders. BrahMos, yes, yes, I do know. BrahMos, NG, I guess. I'm not really okay. It is a part of like the Brahmo system. You gotta replace the U with an A though, by the way. Just letting you know. Guys, hold on, just carry on. Let me drink a little bit of water. Well, basically, Varchazwa, let me just say something. The thing is, like, India never really wanted a war. They never really wanted a full-fledged war, in a sense. This was basically a surgical strike on the terror bases, terrorist bases, and mainly these bases were operated by ISI. All right, and the thing is, like, main thing I wanted to mention was Pakistan. Basically, this thing was going on, and they saw that this is not gonna end well for them. So that's why they ran to countries like Saudi, US to basically request for a ceasefire. Because if India had pushed beyond a certain limit and went, they would have been gone. And let me tell you, like Kitty and Virtuous Worm. Honestly, I too. Let me be very honest. I too felt very bad as a nationalist. I did feel bad that why did India continue with this thing? Why didn't we continue with this? But the thing is, like, if we had continued for 10 more days, Pakistan would have been finished. But we are doing well, like, we're heading pretty well in terms of economic growth and stuff. If Pakistan had been finished, that is good, but alongside India would have suffered economically as well. So I believe the leaders they had to think of it in this way also. Well, virtuous one. I can't really say much on the live. I can't really go ahead, but it doesn't feel good. But basically, the thing is, Balochistan, POK Kashmir, PO Kashmir, that is mainly. And I feel like Pakistan will mainly be divided into five parts. I feel like now, if I tell you honestly, I won't say much with the man beside Dr. S.G. Shankar. That is the man who doesn't lift his head and is often always very calculative. He's always planning something, that is. And unfortunately, I can't mention much, but he's a very familiar face. We do know about it. A star, where are you from, and what do you do for a living? And Ibrahim, you're correct about this. We are moving pretty strategically. You're correct. And guys, I like to mention something very important. Hello, Divya, welcome. Make sure to like the live, okay? Now, moving on to the topic, that is Kitty, Ibrahim, Varchazwa, and Ira. Guys, if I mention very familiar face, the man you guys might have seen, he's always near our Prime Minister alongside S.J. Shankar. He's always near, the man who bows his head often, keeps his head hidden. The thing is, like, yeah, I'm just mentioning a point. Very familiar face. And trust me, the thing is, he's always present in every foreign meeting. He's always there. But let me tell you one thing, and this is for a fact. Whenever you don't see him make an appearance on the television or the TV or anything, honestly, something in the next timeline, it always adds up. Something goes wrong in Pakistan. Something. Mark my words, this is like, just look at the timeline, adjust it, and you'll learn. The intelligence head, you're correct. Yeah. I miss a few messages. Hold on. Yeah, I can just hint a little bit. I can't go like, can't mention much on the live, fortunately. But I'm glad, Varchaswa, you do get the hint in a sense. That's good. And Kitty, the thing is like, you're very correct. India is doing that. Alongside, I feel like if I mention, the thing is, there will be soon, and the railway will be towards the Middle East and Saudi, and then it will head towards Europe. And trust me, mark my words, India is taking it real steady and slow with their growth, but not aggressively. But the growth is definitely there. Ghosh, Gyan, where are you from? And what do you do for a living? What is your name? Pinak, where are you from? What do you do for a living? Do introduce yourself. I'm glad you guys got my point though. I'm glad. Slow and steady is good. Aggressive growth can lead to rash decisions. So Ibrahim is definitely correct. We are moving strategically, slowly, but we're getting there slowly, and emphasizing on slowly a lot. Guys, so let me tell you about one incident that has been like somewhat placed in my head. And the thing is, let me mention Virtuous One, Kitty, Ibrahim, and Ira. Basically, there's this, kabhi kabhi, like it comes on YouTube alongside and everything. Oh no, you're leaving. Oh no. All right, Ibrahim, take care though. Actually, guys, wait. The thing is, I'll mention this point next time properly. Ibrahim, take care, okay? Bye. And Pinak, where are you from in UK exactly? Would you mind telling? And alongside, let me introduce myself as well. I'm from Darjeeling, India, and I'm a student basically of mass communication. After the 4 year course, I joined as a journalist and news anchor with Times Now. No, I know nothing. I was about to mention a point, but I'll keep it for some other day. Actually, Kitty, Ira, and Roger, so I was about to mention a point, but like I will mention it later. Don't worry. When everyone's there, it will be good. Well, thanks to Pinaki, but not Pinaki, sorry, Pinak. That is Pinak alongside Ira and Kitty and Virtuous Wall. Let me just mention one thing. I believe India should not be aggressive, actually. We should not be aggressive at all because we have seen the outcomes. Mainly, the thing is that um, US was very aggressive towards Venezuela, and the whole world reacted towards US. The whole world did. And the main thing is, if India is aggressive at some point, the whole world will say, okay, India's doing good, India's doing good. But at some point, it is going to affect us in a way. But the thing is, I feel like India is strategically tiptoeing around everyone, strategically tiptoeing, taking their time. And I feel like, Penang, I feel like this sort of, what do I say? This approach is better in my sense. And guys, geopolitics is not that hard. Okay, don't worry. Just and it's just you have to make connections, nothing much. I feel like that the virtuous why. I feel like that's my take on it mainly. I don't know exactly. That's how I would like to word it. Well, let me mention a point. I'm so sorry, sitting like this, but Virtual Pinang and Kitty and Ira, let me give you guys a little more depth. Basically, India's trying to do this thing. Let me give you an example of Russia and Ukraine war. We know that this has been going on for a while. It has been stretched 2 years, right? And the thing is that the Russia could easily finish Ukraine within just 10 days. Easily could with the bombarding of missiles and stuff. But the reason why they're not doing this is because Russia is going more towards a strategic route in a way. And basically, Russia, the thing is that, Ukraine is they're getting a lot of Western funds, that is U.S. and European funds, European aid. They're getting a lot of aid regarding that. But at some point, if this is stretching for a long time, the West is going to get tired of providing loans and everything. They're going to get exhausted. So Russia, what it's aiming is at some point the American troops are going to go straight away, and that will somewhat be like the nail in the coffin. Nail on the head, nail in the coffin, same thing. That's going to be it for America. And basically, Russia is just waiting for the day to like just grasp onto it in a sense. That's what I'm thinking. But I do, Varcheswa and Penang, this is also solely of perspectives only. And it's interesting that we're having a discourse on this. It's very good. And let me tell you guys a funny thing, okay? Pinak and Varcheswa and Kiri and Ira, you can listen to this as well. So, India is buying Russian oil, right? We're buying Russian oil, and India is refining it, processing it, and is exporting it also, providing it to other countries. Let's take Ukraine as a highlight, right? So, basically, the thing is, the US, America is basically saying that India is funding the war, but according to America's logic, if we use, isn't Russia also funding the war then? So America isn't like extremely confused. The orange man has gone bonkers, and let me just tell you, in a way, I'm serious. And the thing is, like, I feel like what was one Pinak. The thing is that now the orange man, he wakes up on a Monday, he wakes up on a Monday, puts 100% tariffs on India. The dude's confused, and then on a Sunday, he thinks, okay, did the week work, the weekday work. Now I want to have a party. Let me just remove the tariffs. Removes it. Confused, basically, just imposing, taking off the tariffs. The orange man is a lunatic, though. I must mention that's the main thing. Yeah, I mean, I guess like Pinak, you can say that that is like a reverse oil flow in a sense. It is. Well, Virtuoso and Pinak, I'm dead serious about this. And Kitty alongside Ira. Let me tell you guys, I'm dead serious. You can search articles online and You can search articles online, and you can see, can have a look. These are from legit sources. You will see it. And one more thing is that on my lives, there's one, like, one of my buddies. He comes on here. Sometimes he comes on the live. Sometimes we talk on email. Basically, he told me about this Ukraine Russia strategy. That is the Russia strategy. Otherwise, I was stuck. I was thinking, like, oh my gosh, why is Russia not, like, ending this thing quickly? Why are they stretching it so much? But now I realized, Kitty, you're leaving. I'm so sorry. Take care of the kitty. Bye bye. Take care, kitty. Hello, Devansh. Where are you from? And what do you do for a living? I don't recognize you. I'm so sorry. Pretty nuanced. That is true, though, Virtuous One, Panag. I'm glad that we reached, like, a good sort of, like, good point in a way. It can be pretty nuanced, and I guess, like, I'm open to perspectives and everything. So, and let me tell you, Panag and Virtuous One, the thing is, like, regarding this, basically, my bolu. The thing is that the way US is playing with, like, Pakistan in a sense, this is Hindi में अगर basically मैं बोलूँ तो ये इसको लपेट रहा है in a way, like, that's, if I say it in a very desi bhasha, that's how I'll say it. Basically, the thing is that India is slowly just closing in on the US, slowly trying to do it so. And the thing is that I like to mention, it's no direct war anymore, guys. It is all just. I'm so sorry, that made me laugh. It is not direct war. It is all diplomatic war. It's a diplomatic Cold War, all based on diplomacy. Good old cold diplomacy. That's what it is. I feel like. Datta, where are you from, and what do you do for a living? I'm so sorry. Just seeing the laughing emojis, it makes me laugh as well. That's so unfortunate for me. Man, I'm enjoying this conversation so much. Ah, yes, the big three, the NARC. That is correct. Hi, Rachel. Welcome. How are you doing? Make sure to like the live, okay? We're just talking about geopolitics, so you can join in. And Virtuous One, Penang. Let me tell you guys, honestly, there's this nice quote that was used by Ajay Sanyal in Dhurandhar. That is, India has enemies within. If I translate it, and it's not possible, Pinak. Let me tell you, it is not possible at all to have the big three. That is because if we were united as a nation, we would have been flying right now. Well, Virtuosa, let me see. And adding on to Virtuosa's point and Pinag, see, mark my words, guys, do mark them. If India and Pak are to have a full fledged conflict, that is a war, Saudi will support India instead of Pak. Saudi will support India instead of Pakistan, and let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. The main thing is that I like to mention Pakistan is mainly, let me tell you, it is mainly with Turkey, Malaysia, not much, but Sudan also. Now, Pakistan, Turkey, Sudan, and there are more countries, I believe, they're trying to form like a Muslim G20 sort of thing, which is not possible. But Saudi is most likely and will not agree with this thing because they want to be the head. It wants to be the head of this thing. It wants to be on the top. So I like to mention when this whole like when there was conflicts in Pakistan, occupied Kashmir. That is mainly. I like to mention that Saudi had not sent any troops, not at all. Whereas I believe so. I might be very wrong about this, but Pakistan was mainly they had sent a lot in a sense, and I just mainly what I'm trying to say at some point is I'm saying that whenever there will be a conflict, Saudi will go ahead, they'll move ahead, and they will support India rather than Pakistan. That is. And let me tell you the irony. Whereas Pakistan has sent, I believe, 3,500 soldiers and troops to Yemen because Yemen keeps attacking Saudi, whereas Saudi has not bat a single eye. So Pinnack and Virtue as well. That is the irony, I feel like. And actually, Neeraj, you're correct about this. No, Ira, it's fine. And there's no harshness in this. Neeraj, thanks for correcting me. Indeed, I didn't want to say Neetu. Little late hour, so brains a little frozen. Thanks for correcting me, Neeraj. I appreciate it. I didn't mean to say Neetu or like alliance, NATO or alliance. Those are the words. Well, Neeraj, would you introduce yourself? Where are you from? And what do you do for a living? And actually, Rachel, it's fine if you don't have any idea what politics, it's okay. Of course, India does. I mentioned Rachel. India is strategically placed in geopolitics. Pinak, that's interesting. And Pinak, I like to mention, since you enjoyed the conversation, I suggest that you can have a look at the channel description. You can read through it. You'll get to know more about what the channel is about, what the aim is, and you can read through it. I suggest you read through it and then you can come back. And actually, Rachel, I like to add on to this. You know, a lot of people right now they say like diplomacy is finished in India or India is not doing a good job. That is, but the main thing I like to mention is that Rachel, these people don't understand that it takes time. It takes time for it to show. You know, It takes time. Results take time. These people want like instant results. Instant. Snap was not good actually. Oh my gosh. That was lame. Ira, you might get it you might be confused. We're not talking about the food. We're talking about North Atlantic Treaty Organization, not the fermented soybeans. I guess we're going to get confused with that. I'm so sorry. That is true, the Pinag. That is. It will take time, of course. I do agree with you. Actually, Pinag, let me tell you, you're correct, of course. Of course. It will take 30 years for us to wipe out those so called Chacha, Papa, Mama. Oh, I don't even know anymore. That is true, the Rachel. These are endless. But in a good way, I know. You mean it in a good way. I, I mean, that is also a good way to mention it, virtuous. Hello, Abhishek. Welcome to the live. Where are you from? And what do you do for a living? Hello, Yogesh. Welcome to the live. Make sure to like the live, okay? If you haven't already. How are you doing? Hello, Krishna Murthy. Welcome to the live. Where are you from? What do you do for a living? Abhishek, it's not too many questions. It's basic ethics to join to the live and introduce yourself. Well, would you mind telling me what do you do for a living? That's good to know, Yogesh. That's nice. That's very good. I mean, Rachel, I mean, that's the only country that is like a pain in the ass for the US mainly. Because let me tell you, all the missiles, rockets, everything, the range is always within the US. Always, no other country. Always. It's got its eyes on the US mainly. That is a good observation. I feel like I think I know what you're hinting at in a sense. Well, guys, I like to mention that Pinak, Rachel, Ira, and everyone else, I have to and watch as well. I mean, I mean that is true. The watch as well. Oh my gosh, I was enjoying the conversation so much. It was a very hearty discussion we had. It was very fun. And it's interesting, I feel like. And guys, unfortunately, Virtuoswa, Rachel, and Pinak, I'll have to go have my dinner right now. The break will be of 30 minutes, okay? So I'll be joining back after 30 minutes, that is. I'll have to head out. I'll have to fuel up for a while. I've not had my dinner, so you guys can carry on if you wish onto in the chat. That is, I'll be back after 30 minutes. So I'll see you guys soon. Okay. So bye everyone. Bye Virtuoswa, Rachel, and Pinna, and Ira as well. Bye guys. And guys, I forgot to mention one thing. Sorry, the mic is disconnected and I turned off my light. But you guys can continue the chat, okay? Virtuoswa, Rachel, and Pinak, you guys can continue the chat. I'll be back after 30 minutes. Gosh, I look scary without the lighting. Anyways, so I'll be back, okay? Please do continue if you guys wish. Bye bye. Oh, hi Aryan, welcome. How are you doing? How is your day going so far? Long time no see, in a sense that like we have not talked in a while. I guess, right, Aryan? That's good. I mean, the day is nearly about to end. 30 minutes to go until it's midnight, I guess. I just had my dinner, so I'm sorry, my throat's a little closed in a sense. Oh, that's okay, yeah. Yeah, I know. Research papers, studies, and everything. I know it can be pretty exhausting. I get it. It's pretty tiring in a sense. But hopefully, you're resting well as well. I do hope that you're not about to go close to a burnout, right? Hopefully, not, because burnouts can be so horrible. I don't wish that upon anyone. Hello, Nimnesh. Welcome to the live. Where are you from? And what do you do for a living? So I guess you're working on research papers. What's it about, Aryan? If you don't mind telling about it, though. I don't know if you want to. I mean, I don't think anyone likes to talk about studies at this hour, but like, essay, I'm asking just to keep it going and like maybe have a small talk because we barely get time to catch up. So, oh, all right. When's the research like paper due? Do you have like a deadline or something? But good luck though. If you're still working on it, which you most likely are, good luck for that. It is pretty interesting though. I mean, the topic I've gotten, it is pretty cool. I mean, every topic that I like read in your guys' field, it's pretty cool. And I'm not even kidding, honestly. But I know researching can be a little pain. It can be like a pain at some point. And the thing is, like, Aryan, you might relate to this, but like, I guess for citations, you have to look at a lot of things online. Why is it that most of the articles are behind a paywall nowadays? I hate it. Oh, it's before your final year pass out. You might have some time then. That is good though, either way. Stupid question, but Aryan, how do you keep track of the citations? I've heard too many disastrous stories of people losing like their citations. Like some people keep it on the side, like in a different window, but sometimes they lose the document as well, where it's like stored. I do know though. I mean, I don't know much about like the project or anything. I don't know much about the research paper, but I hope it's going smoothly. So far, though research is never smooth, it always has some sort of like hurdles, I think. Yeah, that's the right way to word it. That is good. Make sure to auto-save often, Aryan. Not auto-save, I mean manually save it. Don't depend on auto-save because it's never good. Yeah, I mean that was a stupid thing. मुझे पता है मैंने गलत बोला यार. It's never smooth. ज़्यादा ही hurdles आते रहते हैं time to time. Plus, it's like too many things to focus on. Sometimes I've seen this thing where people are like writing something in the research paper and they completely like counterbalance their own points while researching, and then they realize like, अरे यार ये क्या लिख दिया, and then they have to redo it. अरे ऐसे बुरा भी मैं नहीं बोल रही stupid. I'm not stupid in a bad way. It's just that अभी थोड़ा late हो रखा है. The clock is at 11:34, right? तो थोड़ा सा दिमाग दिमाग थोड़ा बंद है. That's what I can see. Sometimes my brain goes to sleep very early. It's like I'm physically there, but mentally my brain is like कहीं और है. That's why. ऊपर से गला भी यार बैठा हुआ है खाना खाने के बाद. I talked a lot today. That's why. Yeah, I know. How's your sleep schedule, by the way, Arya? Like, I don't know. Basically, like regarding the research paper, also, I did not ask this exactly. Like, how like out of 100%, how much are you done with? I don't know. I'm asking that. Unfortunately, I don't want to engage on the topic that is, but I don't know anything. कुछ भी नहीं पता है. So you can tell me a little bit about that as well, if you wish. Oh, that's pretty solid actually. That's good. Acha, okay. I don't know why I assume that research papers, since you're preparing for that, you will not get enough sleep. I don't know why I assume that, but like, what common in a yaar? A lot of people they don't get sleep only. But it's good that you're being well rested. You're resting well. I think I'm about to get like, I'm about to sneeze. Hold on. Oh, अभी शुरू किया. Okay, all right. Oh, review paper. Acha. Okay, well, नई शुरुआत. It's a new beginning, so I'm gonna say good luck for that. Very sad. I became too negative very quickly. I don't know why I assumed like you might be halfway through. That's my assumptions, man. I assume too much. Good luck with the analysis though. Read through it well. Do you make like a structure or something what you're going to mention in your research paper? Yeah, is it just like go with the flow? I don't think go with the flow works in this case. If it does, then you must be like a pro at go with the flow wala thing. I think you must have like structures and stuff prepared. I guess you will prepare that. I'm asking too many things. But acha kiya, you joined the live for a while. It's good to catch up. Oh no, good luck for that though. Professor's strict here, then you will need my blessings, my good luck. मुझे पता है. I mean, obviously there is credit in the final semester, so you have to do it. You have to. Research paper writing. Who likes it, man? I like reading it. I don't like writing stuff, but like I've never done that, so I don't know how horrible it is. I've seen enough horror stories of professors like adding comments in the research paper. Yeah, that's so anxiety inducing. And just by looking at your condition, I'm getting scared. I don't know why. Strict professors are good in a sense, but in at the same time, problems. कष्ट वही बोल सकते हैं. It's okay, Arya. Just go with the flow. Work with it. You'll be fine. I don't know why I thought you were very studious. When you mentioned research papers, I was like, अच्छा ठीक है हो जाएगा. Yes, gotta be like that. जो होगा देखा जाएगा sort of thing. Okay, actually that's not good. I don't encourage this. I encourage that in this sense, but like I hope hopefully you do well though. Hopefully it goes smoothly. Final semester like कब है deadline mainly? I don't know. मुझे तो उतना idea नहीं है. I don't know about the semester stuff. I'm like absolutely blank in these things. that is everyone, man. Aryan, everyone is like they want to free flow in life. I flow through life only. Everyone like flows through it. Oh, it was in me, all right. Okay, well, the thing is, good luck with that. उतना ही बोल सकते हैं, good luck. And you're multitasking then, you're chatting here and you're reading through the review paper also. You don't have any problems. Review paper पढ़ने maybe you have to focus on here also. I don't think you have to focus on here much because nothing serious is going on at the moment in the life. It's just like a casual catch up. So actually वो चलता है, never mind. Vijit, first you tell me where you're from and what do you do for a living? Oh, hello Vivek, welcome to the live. How are you doing? Long time no see. इतने दिनों से बात नहीं किया हमने. And विवेक, आपने ये कैसी दोस्ती हुई यार? आपने ना मेरे बर्थडे पे मुझे विश किया, गिफ्ट भी नहीं दिया मेरे लिए. Why? मुझे लगा था एज अ फ्रेंड, दोस्त होने के नाते आप मुझे विश करेंगे, गिफ्ट भी देंगे, पर आपने तो वो किया भी नहीं. Well, guys, it's time for me to end the live. Though no one's in the chat, so I'll be signing out for the night. So, bye everyone. Good night.